Oh, okay. This is going to be an absolute disaster, isn't it? I'm sorry. Can only apologise. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's thinking about. Yeah, about there. Professional. Look at that. I don't think this is going to work. There's no way this is working. I'll probably put a stop to that for a minute until I figure out if I've got permissions to do it on both platforms. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, great. So that should be doing that, shouldn't it? What's going on here then? Oh, cool. Two viewers, right. I don't know where you are. I don't know why you are, but here we are. Maybe this is working. Maybe it isn't. Let's just change the language to that. There we go. I think I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I'm gonna start playing, even though I know I've got the permissions for it. I'm just gonna play music and get sued after. I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. They'll live. Possibly. I believe. Anyway, there we go. I should. There we go. Right. I'll go back to what I was doing earlier then. I'm just going to crack on. Doing a little painting. On this shambolic, haphazard stream where the vertical looks horrendous. There's a bit of black above and below me. I can only apologise for that. But yeah, that's what I'm working with at the moment. How are we all doing? Are we having a merry time this fine evening? There we go. This song's a bit intense for what it is, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. Trying to have a bit of a quiet evening. I don't need what sounds like some sort of, I don't know, what's that, like a angry synthetic trumpet. There we go, let's get rid of that. That's better. Whatever it is. Can't be any worse. Just going to quickly check on my print a second. I don't know whether it's doing okay or not, so let's find out together. There we go. Is it following me? Yes, it is. Good. Good. That's nice. no idea. Oh, I tried. I can see just about nothing there. Back to me, thank you. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I can't see anything. It could be going well. It could also be going terribly. That's the joy of this. I just don't know. Anyway, where was I? Maybe I should put the light somewhere so I can actually see what I'm doing, not be blinded by it. Let's stick you. Yeah, that'll work. It's like a halo. Do you look at that? I look like Jesus. I will look like Jesus. Hang on. It'll all make sense in 2 seconds. There we go. Welcome to this religious evening stream. Juice World, hello. How you doing? I thought you were dead, to be honest. Glad to see that you're up and about. That's a spider. I'm just gonna let him be. How are you doing, my man? Having a good evening, I do hope. Is the stream laggy as all hell? Because that's what I was worried about. As this is quite a new setup. There's currently a storm in the UK, and in the UK that basically translates to it's a bit windy, but it's really loud. And parts of my house have come off. I suppose that's on me for getting a cheap house. It wasn't cheap, but the cladding is. I hope the mic doesn't pick it up, but it is raining cats and dogs and throwing hogs outside. It's horrendously windy. I wonder what it looks like if I just enable normal tracking. What does that do? Is that going to look weird? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I guess we can do that. Hopefully I can just leave it on now and not have to think. Don't know where that came from. I welcome it. I'm trying to establish with this one is a colour scheme. So then I can just basically copy it and do it again and again and again. I say again, I've got like 20 models, so not that many really. I'm definitely going to take my time with this one. I'm not going to mess this up because obviously they're not cheap. It's one of my favourite factions at the moment, so I take some pride in this one. A lot of detail, not a lot of skill, so let's see how this goes. Alright, let's try a little zoom in. There we go. That is not going to work. No. Okay. That's this one. There we go. Detail. Is it going to zoom in on that? It would if there was a light source on it, wouldn't it? Genius. I am an absolute genius. There we go. I'll try to find a better way of showing it off later, but the blue colour is subtle, but it's nice. There you go. Alright, I think... Oh no, I missed a bit there. It's looking alright so far. Let's have a quick check and see what my... Because I got no idea. It didn't really give me the options to set anything up for YouTube, so I actually don't know what it's advertised this as. There we go. Let's see. Still tracking. That works. I literally can't tell. I've got no idea if that print is working or not. Absolutely not a clue. Right, next colour, let's go for... Right, I think gold's going to make a big entrance on this one. Either gold or it's going to be the metally bits. Gold. I don't know why the camera does that. Yeah, yeah, that'll do. It's a little bit warmer in this, to be honest. Although I will be honest, as well, to the right, to the left of me, I actually have a heater. I'll try and go over here so it follows me. Come this way. Yes. There we go. This. You can't see it. There we go. Over here. No. There. Oh, and it's lost. Oh, that was an awkward way doing that. But yeah, I do actually have a heater in here, and to be honest, it's not that cold in here. Not too bad, thank you. How are you doing this evening? Trying to get a stream thing where it does it to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. This was a little bit rushed, I'll be honest. Let me get rid of this crap music a sec. I don't know. Let's have a different vibe with the music, because that was just, I don't know what that was. Let's go chilly? No. There we go. Bit more like it, yes. Any projects on the go? How is the storm treating you? Storm, whatever the hell it was called. There we go. I stick to that for a minute. Yeah, so I got lucky in the sense that I had a birthday not that long ago. So I just asked for a camera, and now I've got this thing, which follows me around the room. It's quite handy. But it's definitely a good idea, especially if you're going to be in the... Because originally the idea is I would just stream whenever I was doing anything. And then obviously I'm kind of doing two things at once, sort of like two birds with one stone. But it didn't work out like that, and I kind of lagged behind and got a bit lazy with it, to be honest. But now I actually have a space where I can be undisturbed for ages and try to get back into it. A load of mobiles. Yeah, there is one way of doing that. I know there's an app, I don't remember what it's called, but you can basically use multiple phones wirelessly as webcams for a couple of steps. I've never done it myself, but it's not a bad idea. I guess the problem is you might not get the quality that you want with that. That would be my only issue. I do actually have a print on the go as well. It's only a test print, so it's nothing that exciting. Ah, yes. Shiny mic. Very important. Good microphone is, yeah. Well, they're saying that, I mean, I only have a this Snowball, which isn't that expensive. Fair enough, fair enough. I still largely just use my phone's camera for most of my stuff. Because to be honest, most of them are pretty good. Ah, Droid Cam. That's it. I remember now. I think I looked into doing it for myself, but I just didn't. I never pulled the trigger on it. I do need to do the penguin idea though, the one I mentioned the other day. Set of feet for a lizard man. Right up my alley. Should put it in order. I did think if I could 3D print my channel logo's icon as like a wearable face, I don't think I could do a good enough job, but I don't think it's impossible. Stream on Wednesdays. I guess that works if you know that you're always going to be available. It's nice to have a day where people can expect it, which is where I fail. Because of my work, I just don't know when I'm going to be, when I can. Newt, definitely. Yeah, the idea for that's there. I've got one project which I promised someone I'd make, so I've got to do that first. And then after that, I think Newt might be my next one. And then I'm going to work my way up to using the sword that you made for me a while ago and get that video done. But that will have to coincide with going to an event, so I guess I've got to time that right. And figure out what event's going to be around, I don't know, early sort of January sort of time, if there's any. Or if not, I suppose I could always wait till summer again. But yeah, the mace that you made is the magnum opus, I think. That is, it's just a wonderful bit of kit. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that works. It's a solid plan. I do find it hard to balance everything. Because obviously I do this, I've got my full-time job, which really takes it out of me, so I need to find a way of doing it easily. Amongst also making videos and doing other stuff, because it's... you can overdo it. And I'm really good at doing that. And I sort of just find myself kind of just unable to think, burnt out in a corner for a little bit, but then I come back eventually. I need to learn how to sit still. One day I will. Maybe I should try getting into alcohol. Been a while. Alright. We start in spring. That's a good point. The thing is, I mean, I'd be okay because my camper van has, well, it's warm enough. I could put a diesel heater in if I really fancied it, but to be honest, it's rare that it's been cold enough for me. But then again, I don't know, isn't that part of the experience? Being cold in a tent? I guess it might dampen the spirits of some. I'm trying to think if Lorien Trust was the one that I was allowed to go to or I wasn't allowed to go to. Can't remember. There was one that I messaged and they were like, definitely not, because it was too out there. And there's another one that was. I'll have to find my records and figure out which one I'm allowed to go to, which I'm not. Okay, let's mess this up again. There we go. That's not too bad. Colours are coming out quite nicely on that one. There's definitely no quick way of doing this though. Or there is, and I just don't know it, but either way, these aren't getting done quickly. Yeah, I don't really. I'll be honest. I don't really do the. I do tend to just do the ones I like the look of. I've read the books. I say read. I listen to the audiobook. I'm not good at reading. It's not one of my skill sets. But I've recently. That was a mistake. Read the Nightlords, or listened to the audiobook of the Nightlords at Omnibus, and I really enjoyed it. And they do look cool. But yeah, I've never really assembled an army solidly. I've got loads of Necrons. I don't know whether they would work and function if I tried to play them, because it's just not a thing I do. But yeah, I tend to just get models I like the look of, really. They're more display items for me than anything else. Although I have been training my AI on the phone to sort of teach me how to play a game I invented a long time ago. Which might be a complicated way of saying that. I've taught it. So I invented a board game ages ago because I didn't like the way that Warhammer plays. So I'm kind of coming up with my own version of it, which sort of just incorporates more like tactical advantages and like positioning of units and nerdy little bits like that, rather than more random dice rolling and abilities and that kind of stuff. That sounds like a solid plan. Loads of people like that stuff. I want to make a nice so there's a bit of software which I subscribed to the Kickstarter of ages ago now. I think it was Master of Realms. And I swear when I clicked on it they said it was going to come out in November, and now it's coming out in January. But basically what it does is I've probably mentioned it before. It lets you design on the software like a D&D kind of like world. There's loads of like a sci-fi one, a fantasy one, and then it gives you the tiles so you can 3D print it yourself. So my plan was I'll get that, make something, like design a little town or whatever, 3D print all the pieces, and that'd be a neat little video. But I've had that in my inventory for about, I don't know, it feels like a year, and they still haven't released it, so I'm still waiting on that one. Hopefully that'll pay off. I mean, it only cost me 50 quid, so I guess I can't be too annoyed by that. Let's grab some other tunes which have fallen silent for some reason. Shiny indeed. Very shiny. I also need to find ways of making these streams better. I think I'm limited a little bit by the sense that it is just me doing it, obviously, most of the time. Sometimes people pop in, but I need to find a way of making these more entertaining. Or perhaps that's not the point of them. I should just stick to the kind of laid back, I don't know what the word is, subtleness of it. Not sure. That would be cool, actually. That would be cool. I don't think it would be... The thing is, if you had an FDM printer, or I guess you could use a resin, I don't think it would be that difficult, really, because all Necron shapes are so blocky. I think it would take 5 minutes on, well, maybe not 5, but a little bit longer than that. I actually have a pyramid I designed ages ago. I think it's on my cults page somewhere. I kind of made it and forgot about it. But yeah, that didn't take me long to make. And I've been to Warhammer World, and their Tomb World, like, diorama, very dated. Very dated. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because it's like one of my favourite factions, but I feel like you probably would do a better job than they would. I like the idea of building a kind of gothic, like skyscraper thing where you can play on different levels. I feel like that would be fun. Also, again, not really that tricky. Francis Marion, hello, how are you doing? 07, 07 indeed, whatever that means. I've probably just agreed to something, haven't I? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How do I make this better, Francis? Tell me. What do I do? I'll do anything. Apart from that. Fantastic. Good. Speaking of fantastic, not to toot my own horn. Let's have a little look at that. There we go. Oh, we get focus. Yes. Shiny bits. Shiny bits are looking shiny. Quite happy with that. How do you make evil Batman better? More blood scores? Yes, very true actually. This is the least evil Batman one, I think. I would say this is probably the most subtle one out of all of them. There's no... Nope, I don't think there's any skin on this one. Which is kind of weird. I didn't know. Someone's made the Emperor's Fortress. That's pretty cool. My next question is going to be, did he put the file up so I can get it too? I guess it probably doesn't work like that. He probably didn't do a 3D print thing. That's why I've got the obsession. It's because if I make something, if someone else wants to copy it, they just got to get a file and press a button, and that's quite nice. I haven't got to like learn a skill or anything. God forbid. I always thought of them as gangsters, but yeah, I suppose evil Batman does make sense. Very evil. Kind of evil just for the sake of it, really, is what I took away from the books. Zorp videos. Ah. I mentally remember that one. I'll have a look at that later. Mentally remember. Is there another way of remembering? I took a dribble now. Must be late. Yeah, well I know that was the original point of it, Francis, but then You get to a point where they're just skinning a planet to make a point. But there's no like, oh, you're innocent, so we'll leave you alone. It's just, you're there. So it'll just happen. Excellent, yeah, I do. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening and good dinner and whatnot. And I'll see you soon. Still, the thing that's annoying me about playing the Space Marine 2 game is you can only really customise the loyalist. You can't like make your own like Nightlord team or anything. It's still not an option. It kind of feels like, even though it is a really good game, it feels a tiny bit unfinished. Is that just me? I don't know. I guess, I suppose. This is very true. However, I don't know. It's just that scene. I just remember the scene where they were like, yeah, okay, we're now just going to torture everyone. And reading it, or listening to it, thinking, I kind of want them to die now. And I wouldn't feel bad about that at all. At no point was I rooting for them to win. I think my 3D print is finished. Let's go see if that went badly. And then I might be able to maybe process it actually. Seeing as it's there, does anyone want to see see me process a print? It's about as interesting as me painting, I think. Let's go have a look. Follow. Okay. I really can't see anything. It's kind of hard to tell whether that's worked or not. But to let this dry, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to process that real quick. And and see how it turned out. I have to take these off because otherwise they steam up too much. I guess I can kind of see that, but I don't know. Do they not get held accountable for their own sins? I'm here. Track me. Track me. Oh god. Greetings, Magnus. How are you doing this evening? I hope you can hear me. Nice to see you on the stream. I've just had a print finish. Here's a guy that did everything wrong. We are actually, yes. We're cooking a variety of meth, and we're looking at the ceiling. I don't know why we're looking at the ceiling. Come back to me. Come back to me. No! Okay. Yeah, we're looking at the ceiling, yes. Welcome to Meth with Ed. You want to follow me again? Yeah? You want to come over here? No? Okay. Yes. Going well. Yes, I know, I do apologise. My lungs can take it, I think I'll be okay. I mean, I don't know if it's confirmed whether I die or not. I gotta really stop dropping things. I'll move back over here. Yes, there you go, normal traffic. I did have a thing. Ah, there it is. Right, the ceiling. Okay, leave my ceiling alone. I've only just got into this garage. Yes, it does. The ceiling needs cleaning and insulating, more importantly. Yes, thank you, Magnus. There is a Discord. Feel free to join. So Discord, I can maybe post a link. Actually, that's a good idea. Bunch of nerdy enthusiasts, basically. It may or may not be a cult, but it hasn't been proven yet. I will have to specify though, over 18s only, for obvious reasons. I just don't want the responsibility. I don't like the user agreement that violates my privacy. Oh, okay, fair enough. Is that something to do with Discord? I have not been paying attention. Did not know that was a thing. Still looking at me. Yes, still working. It could be whatever kind of. It's more of a fishy cult, to be honest. It's more. But then again, Shanesh is kind of aquatic, so yeah, sure, why not? Good, yeah. I don't know why I thought that would work. It didn't. Definitely didn't. Preset. There we go. Oh. Right, well, I'd love to see what my profile looks like. I've done some weird stuff. Bread's great. Great. Nothing like the smell of fresh bread. Very true indeed. Very true. Right. The thing is, it's there to serve a purpose, but unfortunately it's the old thing of... There we go. It serves a purpose. However, it's like anything. If the person who has all the power decides where that goes and who gets any more power, then they're only ever going to give it to themselves. So, it's what's the old saying? Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, and power corrupts absolutely, or something like that. It's an old trope, but it does tend to almost always be true. But yeah, we I don't know. It's not 100% bad, but clearly it could be better. What we really need is a dictator, but like a really good one. Like a Jesus dictator, that would do it. But they don't exist, so there's a problem there. Unless I do it. I'll do it. If you give me all the power, just see what happens. I promise I'll be good with it. I won't misuse it. I don't know what I do. Yeah, that is weird. That's true, actually. I would say don't tell anyone, and then it does. No one needs to know. Also, I would say... those settings need adjusting slightly. So, my last print went alright. Funny to have this conversation while painting Nightlords. Yeah, well, I think Nightlord fans are a very specific bunch. Because it's kind of like, it's that level of... I feel like no one's a casual, if you know what I mean. No one, like, casually is into them if they are into the setting. You might, I don't know. Thing. I feel like Space Marine people talk about different things. Probably Fortnite, because they're all 10. Maybe that was unfair. Yes. Wait. I really need to loo. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let my co-host step in for a second, and I'll be back. True. Very true. I love meeting men. We're just innocent men. That's a reference that no one's going to get, but it's my favourite meme from an old CBBC TV show. In my absence, type in Hacker the Dog. We're just innocent men. It's one of my favourite videos. There we go. The stream usually does better when I'm not here. Yeah, he tends to have that effect on people. He's just that kind of pickle. There we go. Right. I should probably get back to doing some actual painting, shouldn't I? He says, as he quickly segues into putting another print on, as it's now, just because I'm thinking of it and I'm nearly finished. Does anyone want to see what I'm working on? I've made a D&D character. This is a sculpt I did from a while ago, and it's finally finished, basically. And I'm just trying to do the perfect print for an up-and-coming video for it. I'll go and grab it as I'm here talking about it. Also, you're not too young for Hack of the Dog. No one is. I am a 3D sculptor. Not really a good one, but it's a thing that I do. And to be honest, I can't really afford the software, so I've cancelled my subscription for this year. Unless I start making more money, then I'll get it again. I've transitioned over to Blender from ZBrush because Blender's free and I'm an idiot. And I started off doing the one that costs money. I don't know why I did that to myself, but anyway, let's see if I can get this on camera. There we go. This is gonna not come up on camera. Oh, come on. There you go, you can kind of see that. It'll be a lot easier to see when I spray it up. In fact, I should just do that now. Might do that in a minute. I don't think I'm that good, Francis, but by all means, what would you want? I might be able to help you out. My skills are somewhat limited, but I make up for it in enthusiasm. But yeah, what do you want? I'll tell you my biggest thing at the moment. The biggest problem is time, largely. But if it's something I can do, I'll definitely think about it. Right. Heads for Wraith Guard, Wraith Lords, and Wraith Knights, maybe some weapons. That sounds pretty straightforward, especially weapons, to be honest. I don't know if you've seen, you probably saw, yeah, you've probably seen the las gun I made. I have sculpted, well, it's not on this model, but I have done a sculpt before for a Chaos Dagger, so that's easily within my repertoire. But yeah, that doesn't sound too complicated, to be honest. But there might already be files out there, depending on what kind of ones you want. But to make, if I'm picturing it in my head, they're quite smooth and there's not that much detail on them. So yeah, I don't think that would be too difficult to do. I just have to make sure I get the dimensions done properly so that they would fit wherever you're putting it on. But yeah, I don't know. The biggest problem there is I probably won't have time. But yeah, send some pictures or something. I think you said, oh, you don't have Discord, do you? Scratch that idea then. Any particular project this is for? Obviously Eldar. I think that's what Wraith Lord is, isn't it? Am I thinking of something else? I might be wrong. Let me just set this up real quick. No, I don't have Facebook. Oh, you don't need files, you need resin prints. I see. Where are you based? And I do have a Twitter. Oh, okay. I see. I do have an Instagram as well, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a link to it on... Let's see if I can find it. There probably isn't going to be a link to it on my channel, I don't think. But if you were to go... Okay, yeah, so I think I'm just called Edward Peekaboo on Instagram. There we go. Sure. Yeah. To be honest, I probably won't have time to do it. Although, if it's something like... If it's something I could just throw on with like another print or something, I could probably do something for you. Are you based in the UK? That'd be a big part of it. Oh, okay. I did mean to start a Fiverr at one point. I do actually, so I just remember thinking about this. So someone in my community does have a 3D printing resin store where he does professional prints. Like he's just started the store up recently. He definitely would be willing to do some prints for you. An American. Yeah, that's the problem. Is the shipping costs alone would probably make it not worth it. I don't know, unless it was really small, then I guess. Again, again in the Discord. There's a chap called Manny, and he runs a store called Manny's. Wait, let me find the store's name exactly, because if I get it wrong, I feel terrible. Manny's Model Store, there we go. So the guy that runs Manny's Model Store is in the Discord. So there's he would always be willing to do prints and whatnot. But me on the other hand, unfortunately, I don't have time. Yeah. Yeah, contact me on, send me what you want on Instagram, and I will see if it's doable. Can't promise anything, but actually that might work. There you go. Can you scan that? There we go. Stay ready to 3D print. I definitely will. Always am. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's not actually a 3D printing stream, this one, but it just becomes one because I'm in my 3D printing area. How are you doing? And as soon as this is compressed, I'm going to put another print on, so I can make the most of it. And finish up this project, which has been going on for ages. The thing is, when you're making something up and it's just something you made up off the top of your head, you haven't got any rules, that's way easier. But when you're sculpting something like this, it can take ages, because I was doing it to like a spec. stays unique. Sure. Yeah, there we go. Did you get the Instagram thing I just showed? If you can contact me via that, I'll we can talk more in depth and I can see what I can do for you. Gonna give reading a shot on my channel. Nice. Resin shot. Yes, good. Ah, fellow 3D printing channel. Nice. I'll check it out soon. How's it going? How are you finding it so far? Are you experienced? Are you new to it? Resin printing's great. I do find though it's a little bit of a weird one because I feel like people that might be into on the Saturn. Saw your videos on the Saturn 2. It's the Saturn 2. I don't own a Saturn 2, so you must be talking about the Photon Mono X. Yeah, that one. That big old bloody thing. I do even like that video. It is so badly made, but it did too well for me to be able to delete it. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I do wonder if I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, because if I do resin and I do FDM prints, they're usually so different in category. I don't know if YouTube likes that, but nevertheless, it's what I do. Right, where's my mask? Follow. Yes.
You don't even gotta glow. I remember all the things we used to do. Friendly fire burning each other once we got over it. Always ended back to making love, back to mixing up feelings in my cup. Now my eyes are shut, unable to sleep. God, I'm feeling weak. Going back to the moments I knew. You know that I remember this scene of the good collection of memories. All we got is funny that it happens only when we get distance between us. I see you giving up only when we get just a little bit of distance, just a little distance between us. Still living in the past. I'm a broken record for nostalgia. I'm a broken record for nostalgia. I'm a broken record for nostalgia.
There we go. Why are we on the ceiling again? The ceiling is not that interesting. There we go. More interesting than me, maybe. I think that's why I keep doing it. Experience on my channel is taken up pretty quickly. Over 3 years. And oh, nice, very good. I wonder, do you do more like? I will have a proper look soon. Is it more like in-depth techie stuff, or more nonsense along the lines of what I do? Again, I kind of shoot myself in the foot with the category I've kind of weirdly put myself into. But I'm glad it's going well. Over 300 subs in less than. So we are a similar level then, it sounds. Although technically I've got loads of views on the channel, but that's only because of that one, well technically 2 videos I had once, and one took off. I don't even know what it's at now. It was at, it's over the space of like 3 years, but it was at 700,000 views a while ago. I don't know where it is now, but genuinely that video doesn't, it makes me a little bit of money, but I hate it so much I want to delete it. And I probably will at some point. I also used to have a motorcycle review, which also made me money, but I got rid of that because it made no sense on a 3D printing channel. Type 2, puppy out BRB. Ooh, dog. What dog is it? More information needed. Right, let's close off that software before my PC dies. Have you made any weapons yet? Because that was one of the first things I started doing. I had a lot of fun doing that. Right, anyway, back to what I started this for. Originally, this is what I was doing. I just got distracted, as always. That's all nice and dry. Cool. Our tutorials, okay. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot to be done with that. It's a good niche to be in. I don't have the attention span for it. For me, it's got to be, I don't know. There's got to be a lot going on. It's got to be weird and wonderful. I tried making a couple of kind of semi-helpful videos before, but I don't think it's my style. I'm doing a series where I 3D print famous YouTubers and give it to them. Oh, that's cool. Do you design it yourself and do all that stuff? Are you a sculptor? Good luck with Mr. Beast. Have fun tracking him down. Jenny Hoyos is my first YouTuber that agreed. I don't know who that is. Who is Jenny Hoyos? Is that... Oh, is she... the Dungeons and Dragons one? No, I've got no idea. I'm about to Google that now. Jenny Hoyos. Oh, that one. Right, does lots of shorts. I don't know what she does. I've seen her face before. So, yeah, she's pretty big. That's good. That's a big old. Hope it goes through. I think she's a shorts person. Yeah, that's massive. Well, if you can land that one, that should go really well. Best luck to you. Crowdy themed mini dirt bike. That's cool. See, that's more up my street. I like that. Yeah, I made a guardsman cosplay and airsoft kit that you can 3D print. That's the sort of the biggest thing I've done so far, I think. She is the queen of YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I don't ever watch shorts, so I don't. I'm really disconnected from. I'm really disconnected from most creator stuff, to be honest, which I quite like. Oh, nice, nice. Did you meet her, or did you send it to her? How did that work? Or do you just print it and say it's her? I'm guessing. Sweet. That's a good idea. All these good ideas you have that I don't. You'll be overtaking me in moments, I'm sure. Alright, let's do a little bit of white. Uno momento. Oh no, doing the ceiling again, are we? That was very generous of her to agree to do it. Magnus is back. Hello, Magnus. What dog is it? This is important questions. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong person. Oh, did I get the wrong person? Yeah, you did get the wrong person. Welcome back, Magnus. Sorry, ignore me. Ready to drive to Florida. Anything for the cause. That's very nice of her, though, because most people don't even look at you. I don't even bother contacting other YouTubers. Unless they're, like, either my size or smaller. I might talk to them. But bigger, I just assume they don't want to talk to me because usually that's the case. What am I doing? What hand? What, that one? Or this one? Nothing suspect. It's not that kind of stream. Well, I am changing the music though. I don't know what's going on here. I am very serious about it. I guess the problem is the way that I've gone about it. Because my mindset was always, oh, you met her? You met her in person. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could do stuff like that. The thing is, like, I love doing this, and I would love this to be my thing. But I effectively work 2 jobs doing this and my other job. So I just don't. I really just struggle to have time to do anything. I would like to do that though. Go out in the field, and I like any excuse to travel. I will enjoy that. But it's all money, isn't it? And I've just bought a house, which is why I'm in this garage. So yeah, I'm kind of low on funds at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't like the idea of me being. I suppose some people might just want to help you if you talk to them, but I think I'd feel bad talking to someone with the mindset that it would help me. That would feel to me very disingenuous, and I don't think I could. I'm also not very I'm not the chattiest. I'm chatty on this because this is my area, I suppose, but I don't always want to talk to people, so I don't know if those events would go down well for me. You're probably more of a, what's it called, social butterfly than I am, or at least more charismatic. That might be it. Although I will say I am in a community with a couple of people that you might know. You might be a good talk to oh bloody hell, I'm in a YouTube community and I completely forgot about it. For a second. I do apologise. It's there's a guy called Almost Aussie who created it, and it's just a bunch of us, similar kind of level. Everyone else is better than me, I'll be honest. But yeah, they're good for bouncing ideas off each other and helping each other out with tips. They've definitely helped me out, and I've tried to do my best for them as well. Let me try and get you. What's your channel name? Stay Ready to 3D Print. Let me send that in the channel a sec, and Aussie may contact you. Actually, if that's something you're interested in, let me know, and I'll ask him to reach out. I did make a YouTuber into a Necron once. Oh, okay. Yeah, for me it'd be miles. I'm in the UK, and I don't fly, so I'll have to get the ferry. Definitely would take a while. Let me send your information to my guy. Do. Stay ready to... Alright, got you. Same logo, same person. Yes, right. Good level of production quality on the intro. Nice, loads of machines. I'll have a proper look later. I'll actually look into it properly later. Let me go. I'll just do that before I forget. There we go. No time for that right now. Yeah, no. And there's always time for that. Let's not be silly. But not live, because I don't get paid enough for that. Completely different service. There we go. Creality joined your streaming live. Yeah, I think I would have died too. Are they saying that? Do you know anything about Wargamer Resin? Because I've got a name drop to do. The only one I can do. It's not. It's a pretty embarrassing one, but it's still a name drop. So I'm holding on to it. Yes. Nice. Don't sit the end. Because I had thanks for that, Magnus. Thanks for really. Why, Magnus? That's got. Don't. No one comes here for that. Especially not that specifically. I don't think I fit either. I don't know, either persuasion there. Do tell. So, a long story short, the guy says there's a company called Yes That's 3D Printed, and the reason I have a GK2, which is behind me, is because he sent me one, and that was when he first started up the company. So there you go. That's my lame name drop. Is I knew the guy kind of. I spoke. We had exchanges from the guy who is the CEO of the company. Yes, that's 3D Printed. And he did send me some Wargamer Resin also. So yeah, it's a pretty cool guy to do that for a channel so small, to be honest. So yeah, I kind of know the CEO of Yes That's 3D Printed. There we go. That's my lame name drop. Creality's pretty cool, although I've got a soft spot for my company. Oh, that's so cool. I would love it if I could get hold of if a sponsor could send me a large-scale 3D printer, I would start making some crazy stuff. Magnus, you wanted to join the conversation, and that's how you decided to do it. I mean, okay, I'm not going to judge you. This is a what do you call it? This is a safe space. He sent me, so I've got the GK2, which is my favourite printer, still is. Worth about £1,000 back then. I don't know what is going on for sale. They've already got the GK3, I think, is out now. And Wargamer Resin, which is just like a quite expensive resin, which makes really nice prints, like the print in front of me. Which was quite crazy when I first got it, because I was even more shambolic than I am at the moment when I got that kind of attention from someone. And thanks for subscribing. I just saw that you subbed. Welcome to the cult. But yeah, it's weird when that happens. And then I had a stream when the CEO was the brand. The brand is called Yes That's 3D Printed. The printer GK2 is by Uniformation. Relatively newish company, I think, or new to being known. First thing that came to mind. It's alright, Magnus, we can go back to talking about, I don't know, Nightlords and politics and chickens if you want. How did that chicken go the other day? Was it nice? GK2 is, yes. GK2 is a resin printer. Let me show you in a sec, seeing as I'm talking about it. Yeah, there you go. No, you can't really see it, can you? We'll go over it. There we go. That thing. Yes. No. You too, my man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm enjoying keeping the conversation going. Yes. Thank you for your input, Magnus. Always welcome. Chicken was delicious. I bet it was. Should I tell you I'm vegetarian, or should I not tell you I'm a vegetarian? I'm sure it was great, though. Ooh, by the looks of it, I'll be on for a little bit longer, then I'll probably shoot off, as I've got to prep some food. Not chicken, obviously. Definitely not one in the style that you did. I think Bro's already gone. I think Bro did go. Sad. Sad Tims. I don't know what that word means. I'll assume it means amazing. Meat is delicious. It's not based on flavour. I'm not a vegetarian because I don't like the taste of meat. It's more of I don't need to eat it, and so I don't. Meat is nutritious, yeah, I believe you. I'm sure it is. I did eat it before once, a long time ago. Until I watched a Filthy Frank video, and I changed. Sorry, I just had to focus quite hard to get this to not look terrible. Yeah, that's not too bad. Meat is nutritious. Gay? I think it might be. Damn it, I never knew. I don't understand vegetarians. I saw a picture of you about to skin a chicken the other day, or after plucking a chicken, so I can completely understand that you don't understand it. That does not surprise me. But again, I think if I found myself in a position when I couldn't be a vegetarian, then I wouldn't be. However, at the moment, I can be, so I might as well. Does that make sense? It's kind of a luxury thing to do, and I think it's quite a privileged thing to be able to do. But as I'm lucky enough that I don't need to eat meat, I just feel like I don't need to. Also, isn't meat more expensive than veggies anyway? Another reason for me not to eat it. Especially at the moment. Please don't. I don't need to see. I understand how it works. I understand how you kill the animal. Do you know, the nice thing about me never eating meat is I don't need to see that. And I feel no need that I need to experience that because I don't contribute to any part of it. It's one of the luxuries of my position. You want to judge my painting? Please do. It's terrible. It's not too bad. It needs retouching in places, but the chest skull looks probably the best. Let's see if I can get out that. It's okay. It's going to need another layer, I think, at some point. I find it very cathartic, this kind of activity. Thank you. Seven out of 10, I'll have that. I think that's a fair score. High praise, I'm going to call that. Welcome back, Francis. How was the dog? Yes, I'm not going to add anything. Good. What dog is it? I'm intrigued. I love dogs. I still haven't got my own dog. So I got a family dog, but it's not really mine. It doesn't live in my house, but I see it often enough. That's coming up quite nicely. Nice. Right, this is a small dog then. I have once been known to say, if you can throw it with one hand, it's not a dog, which is not very nice. I'm going to guess it's a small one. Oh, Shiba Inu dog. Oh, a Doggo Doog. A classic. Oh, you don't see that many of them around. I said that weirdly. Nice dogs. Are they dramatic? They're quite loud? Am I thinking of the right dog? Pain to groom. Two mongrels. Nice. They're usually healthier. Medium. Oh, okay. A stable medium. That's looking pretty damn good. Let's see, what time is it? It is 7:10 here. Just thinking whether I've got enough time to run off and quickly go put some food in the oven. I might have to do that. It's my responsibility to do food tonight, so I might have to bid you all farewell. Thank you for joining me this evening. There will be many more streams coming. Hopefully, this is better looking than this. At the moment, I don't like these limits being where they are. It's a bit weird. But I'm currently streaming to Twitch and to YouTube, which is why it's a bit up in the air. But yeah. There we go. That's what we got up to. They're smart. I do like them. I think if I get a dog, it might need to be a... You should be working right now. Nah, screw it. I like the idea of a dog that can look after my partner when I'm not here. That's one of my only things. So big, generally speaking. Big and fluffy. Like a Newfoundland or something like that. Or a Leonberger. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And I will be back up soon. I wish I could tell you what day and what time, but fortunately my shifts don't work like that. But I will be back up. So, nice talking to you all, and I'll see you soon.